Hello, everybody. Hey, everybody. How is everyone? I've been watching the chat. Hi, Leslie. So funny. Hi, you guys. How y'all doing? Hello, hello. Colleen is here. Awesome. Awesome. We are doing Gemini, Libra, Aquarius today for the next 4 weeks. Count them 4 weeks. We will go through all the signs in our projections and forecasting tarot reading for 2021. I did take a look a little bit at the astrology, just a few things to mention, big picture, because, we go through the astrology and damn, it's a lot during the year, but some big picture things. Okay. At 1 o'clock, if you're not a member of the channel, I do recommend this reading in particular at 1 o'clock. We will be looking at full zodiac sign for your moon sign. Okay, so your moon sign is where your heart is where your feelings are. It's how you express yourself in the world. And I just wanted, I say sun, moon, rising, and Venus all the time, and I resonate a lot with my moon sign. So I wanted to really call out the moon sign in that 1 o'clock reading. So if you're so inclined, please join us. Colleen will send the link if she can. Thank you very much. But now I want to talk to you about 2021. So 2021, I've seen, and this kind of scares the hell out of me, honestly. I've seen some people talking about 2021 is going to make 2020 look tame, which I have some kind of feeling about that may be true in different ways than you imagine. So before we get all, oh my God, just know that 2020 has truly been a remarkable year. And as you well know, and as we move into December 21st, the grand conjunction where Saturn and Jupiter come into conjunction, 0 degrees Aquarius, we are going to have an amazing awakening for a lot of people. So I can imagine 2021 being like off the hook for people who may just be waking up. Okay, I think for all y'all who've been on this journey for a while, it's like, what you talking about? 2021 is fine. I don't know what you're saying. All right. So anyway, 2021, especially for Aquarius, because Saturn is moving into your sign now, and it's going to be there for 3 years. Okay. So what happens is, I'll give you an example of what that means. So when Saturn was in Sagittarius, it's been in Capricorn for the last 3 years. When Saturn was in Sagittarius, it was a lot of heavy lifting. It was hard for me to manifest on my timeline. Okay. And when it's in Capricorn, when it's in Sagittarius, it's kind of like, But when it moved into Capricorn's like, yeah, dude, I know. Like, this is how I do it. Okay. I work incrementally every single day. I understand that things are going to take effort and all that stuff. So when it's moving into Aquarius, it's going to be there for 3 years. And when I had it in Sagittarius, I did have a hard time manifesting. But boy, when it leaves your sign, it leaves a gifty. So if you do the work it's asking you to do, meaning if you're doing the work that's in front of you, that shows up for you. So even if you're not an Aquarius, right? If you're an Aquarius Venus, wherever your Aquarius is, over the next 3 years, it's going to require you to do some work. Okay. And so when you do that work, voila, you're going to be rewarded. So like I said, my Aquarius is in Venus. My Venus is in Aquarius, rather, in 4th house. And that's about heart and home, and creating a home for myself, creating something that is I love, something that I want to be in all the time. And that's kind of, it's on track for me working on either buying a house or building a house or something along those lines. Okay. So I can see how that might work. Aquarius is big picture, visionary. So the house might need to have a lot of green technology and things along those lines. It needs to be innovative, right? There's a lot of people who do tiny houses, who do, mobile houses, who do all kinds of different things, multiple houses on one property. I've thought of all of those things. So it's kind of interesting that is how it works. It's working for me. Now, Let's look at Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So if you've had a chance to take a look at your astrological natal chart, your birth chart, then you know that that your moon sign, sun, moon, rising, and Venus, you know what those are. This reading is for sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Okay, so if you're a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, these readings are going to either resonate for you or they're going to resonate for you on different levels. I'm also welcoming cross watchers. Okay. All right. So without further ado, let's get into it. Let's talk about Gemini for 2021. I did write a couple of notes here because I wanted to make sure I said this. In 2021, Gem, just know this: over your birthday, in June, late May into mid to late June, Mercury is going to be retrograde in your birthday, okay, at your birthday time. So just know that that's happening, right? Mercury goes retrograde 3 times a year. Because these are air signs, we kind of are able to navigate that pretty easily, but I just wanted to call that out. And May and June looks like a good time for Venus, okay, for you. So that may be kind of either renewal or some new love coming in. So let's look, Gemini, what's going on for you for 2021? Messages from Spirit for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Okay, messages for, whoopsie, come here, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Okay, keep going. All right, let's see here. You move down here with Charlie. When I came in here to start the live, Charlie was standing on the table. So he's now he's happy that I'm here, so he's asleep. All right, time to go tick-tock and clean it up. So this is the recent past, or this could be 2020, right, leading into 2020. There's a lot of things you need to leave behind. There's some things that aren't going to serve you in 2021. So it may behoove you to take a look at the entirety of your life and see what is really, wanting to fall away. Just let it, okay? Just let things fall away. If you hold on to them, then they cause pain. So if you're holding on too tight. So in the present, tick-tock, and in the future, clean it up. This is really an interesting card. I like TikTok because it's kind of like there are limits, there are time limits on things, expiration date, okay? Best if used by, right? There's certain things, and it's like that can be a good way of looking at relationships or jobs or careers or cycles in your life. It's like, okay, if you're in a cycle that feels negative to you, it's going to end. If you're in a cycle that feels positive to you, it's going to end. All right. So that kind of holding on, I feel like, is the thing that needs to be worked on, because that's what creates pain, is too much holding on. So all you need to do, really, it's not like a tremendously difficult thing. All you need to really do is just be like, you know what, if this isn't meant for me, please just let it go. And have gratitude that this person was in your life, have gratitude that this experience was in your life, positive, negative, however you're looking at a thing, and allowing things to move through your life, because that's really what we're here for. We're here to experience a lot of different things. And sometimes relationships just end. Sometimes things just begin. And, holding on to the past is going to inhibit things that want to come in. All right. So allowing for that kind of mindset, I feel like that's a big Gemini thing for next year. Okay. So 6 of Pentacles underneath, giving and receiving. Lovers, there's your card. Damn, Sam. Okay. All right. 7 of Pentacles, Page of Wands. Ooh, I like this. Ace of Pentacles, 9 of Cups. Oh my goodness. Hermit and High Priestess. Wow. Okay. So some of you are going to have a spiritual relationship enter your life. High Priestess and the Hermit. This is also Pisces and Virgo. And I see your card here. I feel like you have been really cultivating your wish list. I'm going to say wish list, okay? Because 9 of Cups is here, Ace of Pentacles. A brand new day, okay? A brand new day. I feel like it's going to be very inspirational for you. And I feel like you've been making this choice. You've been choosing to give and receive. You've had a lot of things that have been on your plate about giving and receiving. It needs to be more balanced, I think. There needs to be a better understanding of that. Like, for example, I used to have this friend when I was in college, and she was my roommate, and it was so weird that she had a hard time receiving gifts, but I noticed that. And I also noticed that whenever I gave her something, I would get punished for it. Okay. And what I mean by that is, if I gave her my printer, she would be like, well, where's the cord? This doesn't work for me. Why? It's not black. It's ivory. I can't have this in my room. There was a lot of that nonsense. Okay. And there is about allowing other people to do for you, allowing people to love you the way they can love you. I think this is an interesting new day. And I feel like this, I'm going to clarify the Hermit and High Priestess here. Oh, that's interesting. I never noticed that before. Knight of Cups, Five of Pentacles, Six of Wands, and the Fool. Yes, this is a new person, likely a new person or somebody who's been reborn after a time in the cave. You see how that's a full moon there? Is that a full moon or is that a new moon? Depending on how you look at it, right? Under a full moon or under a new moon, you might, and also this makes me think of moon too. So the moon cycles are going to be very important for you next year. I feel like there's an offer from somebody who has either punished you for giving to them or punished you. There's a reason that story came through, okay? Or there's been some punishment between the two of you. The person who is really going to get it right, all right? They're going to make an offer. They're going to say, I felt like I was out in the cold. I felt like this wasn't working. And let's start anew. Let's start anew. Or this person is a new person. I'm getting anew or new. This person is coming in from the cold after like punishing themselves, after putting themselves in a cave. They look at it as punishment. Personally, I like my alone time. But this person, this is almost like they've banished themselves to the wilderness, okay, or something like that. And I feel like you're the High Priestess here. You're the spiritual guide that's sort of like bringing them in, like what they do with the plane. You're sort of guiding them in emotionally, spiritually, however. And this is going to be a new day. Six of Wands and the Fool. It's going to be a completely different kind of experience than what you had before in your life as it relates to giving and receiving. I think this is really the key. Okay. And it's like when my friend was I remember the printer incident in particular, because I just felt like, well, I'll be damned if I'm going to ever give her another thing, because she just punished me for, giving her the printer. And she was like, it's not the right color. I don't have the paper. And I was just like, okay, forget it. Like, I'm not doing this anymore. All right. So there can be that situation where, you think you're cultivating something and, or you think you're building a relationship with somebody and they're just trying to push you off. They're just in a way that it's unconscious for them. And I think that's this Hermit. It's becoming conscious for them. All right. What they're doing or what they want to do in relationships. It's becoming more conscious. All right. So that's kind of good. Ace of Pentacles and Nine of Cups. You're getting your wish here. And it's a very connected kind of wish. I like the owl there on the High Priestess card. I like that. Okay. Eternal love. Create positive thoughts, create positive results. Your children are watched over by angels. Keep your eyes on your targeted intention. Very, very Sagittarian energy there, right? With the arrow, bow and arrow. So it's like how you behave to a person is how you would want to be treated. So if you're doing things unconsciously in love relationships or any kind of relationships, it's time to really look at that, assess yourself, clean it up. Okay. And how would it feel to you if you gave someone a printer and they kind of lashed back at you? How would that feel to you? That'd feel like crap, right? You'd be like, okay, never doing that again. Right? You're just training people to not be generous with you. So this person, I feel like that for whatever reason, that's a lesson that's going to be valuable, if this is a new person, it's going to be valuable with this person. They might be someone who doesn't really speak a lot, who doesn't have a lot of emotional bandwidth, well, not bandwidth, emotional range. Okay. They don't have a lot of emotional range. They have a lot of spiritual range though. Okay. And they're just like tired. This card, the Five of Pentacles in this deck makes me feel like they're tired. Okay. Tired of doing all the work themselves. And not that you're not doing the work or anything like that. It's just that they feel like exhausted, okay, from previous love or from love's experiences for them. So keep your eyes on your targeted intention here, Gemini. Positive thinking, treat people how you would like to be treated, which you may already be doing. This is probably something that maybe come from your past. Forgiving and learning, engagement. This could be the one. Children. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. So there could be some kind of thing about children that's related to this relationship. You guys could act like children, or you could, this could be the person that you have children with. Engagement, obviously, here. I feel like the forgiving and learning part opens the floodgates for positive joy and new experiences. So like forgiving yourself, like if you've had some relationships that have not gone well and you're reflecting on how you're doing relationship, this person or next year is a time to, I hear get it right, but it's coming from a heart space. It's not coming from like a checklist kind of space. It's not coming from like, okay, well, I'll do this and this and this. It's coming from a feeling space. And that's where the two of you are likely to connect. You are very wise, and so is the Hermit. So you guys have a spiritual connection that's a lot more advanced than you may know, okay, in this connection. So there you go, Gemini. That's kind of an interesting look. I feel like you've been manifesting this for quite some time, really wanting a relationship like this, okay? In terms of prosperity, I'm going to pull a couple cards around prosperity here for you, okay? Let's see. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to use a different deck. How come this can't move? Can I move that? Thank you. All right, so prosperity. I mean, you have Ace of Pentacles here. So that tells me there's a lot of potential. A lot of potential. Eight of Cups, Page of Pentacles. Oh, yeah. King of Cups, Tower. Wow. Five of Wands. There's the Hermit again. Page of Swords. So I feel like this person may blast into your life rather fast. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to say beginning of summer all the way through September, this person could sort of like show up very quickly. Before that, I feel like you're manifesting from your heart. And I feel like that's what brings this opportunity in. This person is an opportunity. I said Virgo. I said Pisces. I see King of Cups here. So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or Virgo. Okay. Really sort of blasting into your life. You may resist this for some reason. You may resist this person. But before then, you're learning new things in terms of prosperity, in terms of what you want to create. Okay. So manifest away. I was telling Colleen this morning that I'm a Gemini moon. So I was telling her this morning that I have the ability to manifest like that. And she's like, what are you talking about? Yesterday was when I took Charlie to the beach. I noticed the potholes in front of my house were getting worse. And it's really loud when trucks go by, ba-boom, right? And so I'm like, I'm going to do something about those potholes today. I want them to be filled. And then I forgot all about it. I forgot all about it. So today I got in the car and I took Charlie, and guess what? They're full. Somebody came and filled those, the town came and filled them yesterday. I was either tapping into what they were already doing or I was telling them that they had to do it. Either way, I don't care. It happened. And so you have that capability of you do it, you say it to the universe, and then you just let it go out there. You don't need to go call the town and yell at them or anything like that. You don't have to do anything like that. Okay. So my Gemini moon was in action today and yesterday. Okay. So I'm going to move on to Libra. my notes about next year for Libra are about personal and spiritual development. Okay, so there's a lot coming in for you around that. Lots of opportunities that I noticed when I was looking at the astrology. So it's something that you may have some things presented to you, like courses, classes, retreats, gurus, guides, shamans, mantras, opening to your own intuition more. It's just a great year for that, for Libra. So let's see where we go with Libra. This is for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for Libra. So let's see where we go. So I'm all air. I got that Libra rising going on. So seeking balance in all ways, always seeking balance, always the diplomat. You know, that's definitely was my past life. Your rising sign is indicates your past life or something about it anyway. Okay. All right, Libra. Let's see where we go. Let's see where we go. Chop wood. I do see your Libra card here, so I'm gonna bring that in. Time for a nap. Building blocks. Okay. So that says to me that there's a time for work. Every time there is a season, there's a time for work and a time for play, a time for organization, a time for letting go, a time for manifesting, and a time for releasing. I feel like you're going to really get that next year. You're going to really get that. Okay. The balance of not just working all the time. Okay. It's time to, sometimes you just got to take a nap. Otherwise you're going to be kind of sucking mud. Okay. It's going to be too difficult. Well, let me just say that better. It's going to be energetically draining what you're needing to do next year. Okay. In terms of building something, you might be building your own business. You might be actually building a building. You might be building a group activity or working as part of a group to build something. And please take advantage of the opportunities you get for these retreats and things like that next year. Okay. Please take advantage of those things. Because you can also be building not only on a physical level, chop wood and building blocks are physical, but you could be building on a spiritual level too. So you don't have to look at it just like, okay, it's about a job or this is about building yourself. And sometimes you just need to relax, okay, and recharge. I've noticed that my recharging has changed over the course of my life. Now I require a ton of alone time, especially after doing readings and things like that. I really just need to stop talking. and that helps me. Okay. And so whatever it is, whatever you need, whatever is healing, that's also Aquarius energy. That's okay. Right. Woo, the Fool again. There's you, the Fool, Two of Swords, Four of Wands. King of Wands, wow, Five of Swords, Page of Pentacles, and Five of Wands. All right, a couple fives here. So fives are indicative of change. I feel like you might be very focused on this healing journey. Okay, I think that's really good. I think that's on your path here. You may be resisting a fire sign that comes in for a relationship. And you might just want to, like, I just got stuff to learn. I just want to focus on my learning. I want to focus on what I'm doing. I want to focus on my business. And you may not have a lot of time for a relationship here, although the opportunity is going to be presented. Okay. So this new path or whatever you're doing that's new in 2021, creating something, a healing business. You know, a lot of you on my channel are healers and guides and teachers and shamans and gurus and all of those kinds of things. And I feel like there's somebody here who wants to come in and I'm getting the feeling of like demands a lot of your time. Okay. There's something, Aries, Leo, Sag, could be an Aries. Okay. Who's really likely wants to demand a lot of your time. Now, Aries is your opposite sign, okay? And Libra and Aries. Libra is about the team. Okay, how do we do this? How do we balance this? How do we make this work? Especially in your moon sign. If your Libra is your moon sign, how do we make our heart's desires balance? This person is Aries. I feel like they are Aries in this life. They're more interested in what they need and they want. So this could be a little bit of a challenge for you to help you balance your relationships better. Okay. So your spiritual development's coming along, your psychic development, if that's what you're doing, your work, all of these things, all these areas of your life. And it's like, you got like 3 or 4 plates spinning. Okay. And then this Aries walks on the scene and is like, come on, let's go to dinner. Come on, let's do this. And you're like, hold up. Okay, but I'm all about balance. So, so then you might have to learn something new about how to handle relationships, how to deal with that. Okay, and I think it's gonna bring you into some conflict. All right, spiritually, psychically, and in many ways, challenging your mental well-being. Okay, not like this person is not toxic or anything. I don't feel that at all. I just feel like, the 5 of Swords is not good, but I also feel like that's a little just more about being selfish. Okay. And so you might feel like this person has a lot of dominant traits, or someone who's, you just feel like, okay, well, I got to do what they say on some level. But I feel like what would be really helpful for you here, because I think this is somebody who's a very strong possibility for a life partner, or could even be a twin flame or something like that, is you need to stop being the workhorse in terms of relationships. You need to balance how much effort you put into relationships. That's what this is, okay? And your work or whatever. Like you chop wood, building blocks, but in the middle, you take a nap, okay? So how is this person, I think the answer, or the question here, the answer is, how are they balancing the relationship? How are you balancing the relationship? How are they balancing the relationship? So if you're seeing that you're the one that's always kind of like doing what they want, I think this is a challenge or an opportunity, a spiritual growth opportunity, a personal growth opportunity for you to be like, okay, I want this relationship with you. Here's what I need. Here's what I feel. Here's what I need. And that might be something that's kind of new for you. So this is a new opportunity. And also to be cool with conflict, to be cool with it. Because I'm somebody who's definitely struggled with that over the course of my life. Someone who doesn't like conflict, doesn't want to deal with it, doesn't want to walk straight into the belly of the beast or anything like that. But the fact is that conflict can elevate things. It doesn't have to become this like World War III kind of raging fight. It doesn't have to be that kind of thing. But what might be good in this relationship is for you to feel the fear and do it anyway. Feel the fear about saying, you know what? I'm really tired tonight and I just need what I need. I need to relax in front of the TV. It would be awesome if you would set a fire. Maybe if you could cook dinner for a change this time, that would be fantastic. And let whatever happens going to happen. Okay? Allow it to happen. Because I feel like the workhorse thing is the thing that's going to need to go. And so you will have more energy for a really very good relationship. You train people how to treat you. Okay. You do train them. So this is something that you might want to work on. And I feel like this year upcoming, there's somebody coming in here. Let me see here. Okay. Before I do this, let me clarify the King of Wands here. By the way, if this person is toxic, that's a great way to figure it out because they will never do it. They'll be like, I'm sorry, I don't cook dinner for you. I don't set the fire. I don't do anything. And you're like, okay, bye. Okay. All right. Knight of Swords, 6 of Wands, 6 of Swords, 5 of Pentacles. Okay. 8 of Wands and King of Swords. Woo. Okay. So this person may be somebody who does do this kind of like, these are the things that I do in relationship, which is essentially I enjoy the relationship. Any kind of work that's related to the relationship, this person may have a hard time with. This person may also have some inner self-worth issues that present themselves as, I'm better than other people, kind of like a narcissism gone berserk kind of a thing. Like, I'm better than other people, so I don't really have to do any of this stuff. Why should I serve you, kind of a thing. Acting like you're the one who's trying to bring them down, or you're the one who's trying to subsume them. There's a power struggle here. Okay, a real power struggle about like who's running the show, who's having to do the work, and you as Libra are getting a master class in how to balance these things. Now, does it mean this person's going to stick around? No, but that's not the point. The point is for you to be able to do this in relationship. I do see Aquarius here. So it could be a fire sign or an Aquarius. Okay. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Coming in pretty fast. I think this person could be around at the beginning of the year. All right. Unrequited love, keep an open mind, children, let your friends help you. This is going to ping some of your childhood fears about being abandoned, about being ungrateful somehow, about not being able to communicate or not, saying your needs or feelings. It's going to really ping that. Okay. And also really wanting a relationship. It can lead, it in the past could have led you into doing things that drain your battery faster, okay? Because you don't really want to do them. You don't really want to do them all the time. Ask Archangel Michael to help you with the situation. The situation's already resolved. So the minute I put that down, Archangel Michael says, it's cool. It's already resolved. It's time to leave this unhealthy situation guarded and protected. So the minute you start doing this, the minute you ask for help, the minute you understand that it's about loving yourself first, this person may disappear, okay? Because there may be an unhealthy situation here. But hey, you don't have to, the coolest thing about, well, I don't know the coolest thing, but one of the great things about knowing yourself better and learning, even if you've had a lot of difficult relationships, is being able to spot them sooner. So you're not wasting years on someone who's not worth your time or effort, or you've put in so much effort year over year over year that you drain your batteries, you have a problem with your work, you have a problem with your health, whatever it is, you're able to spot them sooner and be like, I'm not going to invest in this anymore. Just not going to do it. That's a good thing. I feel like that might be this thing, Libra. Okay. And your desire for real true love overtakes a lot of times and gives you that feeling of like, well, this could be it. If this is my twin flame, I can't be bossing that person around, or I can't be telling them, oh, I'm not going to do this for you. Isn't it about loving and giving and freely giving and unconditional love? Well, how about you put yourself first in that category then? Okay. If that's true, if all of those things are true, and I think they are, it really does have more to do with you loving yourself. That's not really about extending to other people, because you can't give other people what you don't have. Okay. So Libra, be mindful that there might be somebody coming in like that. And I feel like I'm going to ask about prosperity here for you. You got to be mindful of that, because it could drain your battery. Same thing goes for work. If somebody is loading on the work for you, going to your boss and saying, hey, this amount of effort is going to require more than the time allotted. I might need some help with this. I might need some support with this. All right. So 4 of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles, 2 of Wands, Page of Pentacles. Some of you may choose to go a different direction with your work this year. Some of you may also choose to build something for yourself this year. Okay. So 3 of Pentacles is a master. 4 of Pentacles is just like taking the crumbs. All right. Taking it, having, money coming in from a job, and it's like, okay, well, it's paying the bills, but this is about deciding, 2 of Wands, deciding to learn something new and put something new into the world. Knight of Pentacles, lots of pentacle energy here. And also with Saturn in Aquarius, I know for the next 3 years or 2.5 years anyway, you're going to need to look in your chart where Aquarius is, because Aquarius is about innovation. And we're going to talk about Aquarius in a second here. But Aquarius is about innovation, and it's about being a rebel, and not in terms of like, screw you, I'm out, but like, hey, how can we make life better for everyone? What is the thing that I can bring forward that will bring in financial reward for me? There we go. 10 of Wands, 10 of Pentacles. It's going to have to do with your intuition. So not so much heavy lifting, okay? More about tapping into your intuitive sense. That's what's going to bring in 10 of Pentacles. Less about being a workhorse. Same thing as in your reading. You're not doing that. So spiritual business class is in January. We start in January, and we talk a lot about scaling. All right. So Libra, this is going to be really important for you. Actually, Libra scales. Oh my God. Scaling is going to be important for you. And what scaling means is it's not about dollars for hours. It's about you creating a thing, a class, a course, a workshop, in such a way that you could offer it to many people at once. So you only create something once. All right. You don't have to create it a million times over. It's not like building a widget that you have to build it every time someone buys it. Your mission, Libra, is to understand about intellectual capital and innovation, right, in that Aquarian energy, and how you can create scale in your life. So if you want to know more about that, I would meditate on that. And we do talk a lot about that in spiritual business class. So that's really, really important to do, because I think that that's the new way. That's the new wave. All right. Not dollars for hours. That's going to burn you out. Okay. All right. So Aquarius, as you guys all know, Saturn moves into Aquarius in conjunction with Jupiter on December 21st, the grand conjunction. We've been talking a lot about that. And in the recent weeks, it really is about changing up and innovating, breaking through. The grand conjunction is a time period when a lot of people are going to be waking up. So Aquarius, it is in your energy. It is 0 degrees Aquarius. So, okay, you got Saturn there, but you also got Jupiter there in conjunction, meaning the energies flow well. Saturn is about restriction. Jupiter is about expansion. All right. So these energies, even though they're in conjunction, which means they flow smoothly, there's going to be required some effort on your part to learn how to do that, how to make a thing and expand it. What I just said, scale, is a big deal for you. Okay. Scaling your efforts. So you could teach a group of people instead of one-to-one, kind of thing like that. You could be, let's see. Teaching is what really comes to mind right now. Teaching and, creating a YouTube channel where you're able to, thank you guys. Hey, Prashant, how are you? Where you're able to really share your wisdom and share your experiences, share what other people may find valuable. So changing the world for the better. Aquarius is about being your most authentic self too. So when we're in this energy, people waking up and people saying who they are, right? Instead of some kind of conformist, experience, which we had in the 20th century in America. There was a lot of pressure, I think, at times to conform, and having new ideas or being rebellious was looked at as weird. So there is going to be this Aquarian energy coming in, which is going to be very beautiful, around being your true authentic self. That's what's going to work, okay, for people. That's what's going to work for people, and showing who you really are, and then the acceptance of other people, okay? So this is a time, Aquarius, to make real, substantial, progressive change in your life, to innovate your life. This is, for the next 3 years, you're going to get the opportunity to do this. When Saturn was in Sagittarius, I had the opportunity for 3 years to really see how that was required my efforts and work to drive toward moving away from things that didn't work for me, implementing things that did. And then over the next 3 years, boom, the channel went like crazy, right? So underneath, clean it up. No place like home. Treasure Island. Woo! Aquarius. This is about creating your dream life. Okay. Moon is in Cancer today. And so this is a good day for you to meditate on this, because next year it's going to be like anything that isn't your dream life, No Place Like Home and Treasure Island, right? Turning it into a space of exactly what you want. Anything, excuse me, anything that isn't, out you go. I like that a lot. I like that. So let's see where we go, Aquarius. Let's see where we go. What else did I say about this? Change for the better. Oh, you get a chance to rewrite the rules for yourself. How about that? You guys are really going to be leading the charge in this, rewriting the rules, changing the way, changing the game, changing the way we look at life. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for Aquarius. So wherever you have your Aquarius matters, okay? Especially if Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus are part of it. Okay, those are your personal planet. Woo! Personal planets. Okay, Tower underneath. Aquarius, King of Cups, Temperance. Could be dealing with a Sag here. 3 of Cups, 8 of Wands, Knight of Wands, Fool. Boy, hasn't the Fool shown up a lot? Sure has. Empress. All right, so I feel like you are... You're really... even the Aquarius is really of the mind, and Aquarius can be, you know, thought of as cold, or Aquarius is also a fixed sign. So, you know, I believe, you know, I am visionary, but once I have the plan, I'm kind of stuck on it, kind of thing. I feel like there's, in 2021, there's going to be an opportunity to really come from your heart. Okay. You could have a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio come in, or a Sag. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio come in, or a Sag. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On the next holiday, over on a holiday. All right. On a holiday, likely in the summer. Okay. I feel like this is really going to take hold, but your Tower is the year energy. So this is big change, big shakeups, letting go of things, removing yourself from stuff that is just taking over your energy, and really creating the best home you can for yourself, something that's joyful. I talked the other day about, I wanted a room that had, or a house that had a secret room in it. And you know, it just, whatever brings you joy, why not? Okay, why not? I feel like you're elevating yourself here in a positive way because of your allowing your heart to be open. Something happens. This can be like a heart chakra awakening here, even, Aquarius. Okay. Yes. Yes. Ace of Swords, 10 of Wands, 9 of Pentacles, and Queen of Wands. I think Sag. All right. I'm seeing Sag here a lot. So I feel like this is about no more BS, no more tough stuff when it comes to love. Okay. I'm just done with it. So this person that wants to come in is going to come in very suddenly. It's like once you manifest, remember the whole thing about the potholes, like once you manifest, okay, I'm ready for love, but man, this is the kind of love I'm looking for. This is the kind of relationship I'm looking for. I don't need to be a work in progress. Okay. I don't need to have anybody come in and try to change me, or I don't want to change anybody else. I want something that is going to be a high degree of we work together well, we play together well, we have fun, we are joyful, we laugh a lot. It's really solid, and I'm not always worried about like, where's, you know, why didn't they text me? Or there's not a lot of games. You guys are really on the same page. I feel like that's the kind of relationship that's going to come in. It's going to be easy. All right. And if you're in relationship, things are going to change. So it's going to be easier. All right. Because passion is being employed. Both of you feel solid and confident about the connection. We're done working on the connection or some way. So relationships that can't rise to that level may be gone. Okay. Thank you guys for supporting the channel. My goodness. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. I honestly feel like you may have been offering your love to the wrong people, or offering your efforts to the wrong people, or to the people that are going to, it's about teaching you a lesson and you're going to learn a lesson and stuff like that. I feel like you've come to the end of, I need to learn a lesson. Okay. And I feel like this is, ease of communication, much more easy and flow. And it's just kind of nice. I do feel like Empress here, this is very stable, Taurus and Libra. Okay. So this just feels really good to me. It doesn't feel like a lot of heavy lifting. It doesn't feel like that. So anything that is really, really, and look, all relationships are effort. Don't get me wrong. It's not like, oh, it'll never be work again. That's not true. But there's a different feeling to ones that always have to need my attention and everything like that, in terms of heavy lifting, and the other person isn't really pulling their weight. Get rid of that. Okay. And someone who is, open and able and, hey, everybody makes mistakes. Everybody does stuff. But this person is available for conversation. They have emotional range. They are on the same page where you want to go. There's a lot that makes it easier. Okay. So I feel like this is coming in. This is kind of beautiful. 1, 2, 3. Like I'm going to say summertime. I know this is a whole 2021. So FYI. All right. It is safe for you to love. I'll do timing on that in a second. Pay attention to red flags. Keep an open mind. Chemistry. So you may feel like this is too easy. You may be like, is this for real? Is this for real? Like I'm having a hard time with this. But you need to keep an open mind about it, because I do feel like what's going is your intention to have things be hard needs to go away, that it always needs to be, not just effort, but work. There's a difference, right? There's a difference. So please clarify timing for me on this. 6 of Cups, like I said, June. Okay, June or Gemini or something like that. 4 of Wands, 2 of Cups, woo! Judgment. This comes in super suddenly, okay, because we've got this Tower and this Judgment card here. Look at that, 6 of Cups, 4 of Wands, 2 of Cups. So, for example, you could, for some of you who are in relationship that is hard, that is work and all of that kind of stuff, you could opt to blow it up and say, okay, I'm really ready for something new. Now, can that person come back around? 6 of Cups, absolutely. They can come back around and decide, make a decision that like, okay, this has been a lot of work. It's not just effort, it's work. So I'm going to put in some effort on myself. I'm going to put in, what am I doing? Why am I resisting? Why is the resistance so high? So I feel like that other person, like I said, could be a Sag. I also see Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio here, Taurus, Libra. This person could be somebody who feels that that relationships should never be work. Okay. They're effort. But if they're too hard, then what happens is people get exhausted. All right. So there needs to be commensurate work or effort. And I do feel like that is possibility here. You may, I want one more thing here around the Tower. Give me more about the Tower. 4 of Swords, Page of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles, Hanged Man. One or both of you needs to take some time out. If you're in relationship, if this is new, you take some time out in the beginning of the year to really work on yourself, do some healing work on yourself. So you know, this may be a time of self-discovery for Aquarius, that like, you know, why isn't this working for me? Why do I always feel like it's such heavy lifting? Why do I always feel that way? And I think that that's an indicator. It's time to really take a closer look at yourself and see where you can work on things. Okay. And you may need a timeout. You may need a timeout here. Okay. If it exists, if the relationship already exists. All right, you guys, that is your 2021 forecast for you. I am going to say that Aquarius, it is seeming to me like you're going to get yourself solid in terms of money, but it is going to be like, what's too much work? What's not enough work? How can I scale myself? Very similar kind of things. So, Charlie woke up. All right. So I hope that was helpful to you today. If you're on the 1 o'clock, I'm looking forward to that. It is a moon sign reading. So I'm going to do all zodiac signs, your moon signs. We're going to look at what's going on for you. And moon is in Cancer right now. So that is the sign of home and hearth and things along those lines. So I thought it was a good day to do that. Anyway, 1 o'clock, if you're part of the channel, if you've joined the channel, you have the link. If not, go ahead and join and we'll see you at 1 o'clock. All right. See you guys later. Thanks for supporting the channel.